Caitlin, waking up this morning and walking out to like 60 degrees was a blessing, but I'm honestly kind of curious, are we going to see any severity with the rain that's coming in today in Mankato or just anywhere?
So the most of the severe risk for these storms passing through with this low pressure system is primarily in Iowa and then northern Illinois for today and tomorrow and farther south. However, we are in a general thunderstorm risk as well as I believe a marginal risk for a portion of far southern Minnesota. So what that means is there is an isolated chance for a strong storm or a severe storm or two. Wouldn't be much more than that. And if we did see a strong storm come about or a severe storm, the biggest concerns would just be those winds as well as some hail possible just because it's been rather warm. We don't have a lot of moisture or humidity out there to kind of help fuel the fire into these storms. So that's why it's a very low severe risk for our area, but we can't always just rule it out knowing that it's been on that warm side. Like you said, the key word there was it's almost like 60 degrees as you walk out. When you have those warm temperatures at this time of year in the morning hours, you should automatically assume that there's going to be storms at some point because it's so warm. Now that's going to continue through the day. In fact, here's what it looks like out in Windham. What you might be hearing, depending on where you are in the area, is either going to be rain, thunder, wind, or all of the above at one time. And again, I say depending on where you are because not everyone is seeing rain yet. This is what it looks like in Windham. Here's what the satellite radar imagery shows, which means this is showing that there's no rain yet in Mankato and areas east, northeast of Mankato. Everywhere kind of west and southwest and south of Mankato dealing with that rain, those showers, the thunder already, and some lightning. And here, just so you can see, here's what this looks like right now from Bethany Lutheran College in Mankato. The biggest thing you can notice is that camera is shaking because of the strong winds in the area. No rain yet, but it is going to start moving in very quickly here. And then from that point forward, showers and some thunderstorms in the mix through the rest of the day ahead. So make sure as you head out the door, you grab that umbrella or that raincoat. Honestly, a raincoat with a hood might be better because with these kinds of winds, your umbrella is likely to either get blown out of your hands or the very comical cartoon effect where it kind of flips inside out and goes upwards and then collects the rain. Winds are still coming out of the east-southeast upwards of 30 miles an hour here in Mankato as well as Waseca, 31 in St. Peter. With them coming out of the east-southeast, the cold front is not passing through yet. So this rain that we're seeing is just that initial push of moisture as well as that initial push of cold air. We won't start seeing these winds shifting until a little bit later this morning and through the early afternoon hours. Wind gusts even stronger, reaching upwards of almost 40 miles an hour, and that's foreshadowing that that's what we are expecting. You can see Mason City having a wind gust of 44 miles an hour. That being said, some areas locally may end up pushing upwards of 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Because of these strong winds, the entire area will remain under a wind advisory until about 7 o'clock this evening. That's just there for your safety to remind you that you definitely don't want to just drive distracted today. These winds could give you a good push out there on the roads, whether you have a smaller vehicle or a larger commercial-like vehicle like a box truck, a camper, RV, things like that. No matter what you drive, you're going to feel the winds out there. Here's a look at your wind forecast. We're going to kind of hover around 30 miles an hour through most of the day today before those winds die down, though they will still stay on the breezy side tonight into tomorrow. Temperatures as you head out, whether it's raining or not, still pretty comfortable, anywhere from the low 50s into the low 60s. Sitting at 61 here in Mankato, 62 coming in at the warmest right now in St. Peter. The coolest we have is 51 in Slayton. Now, as you take a look at your futurecast, we've got this line of showers and thunderstorms working their way into the area right now. And again, this is not that cold front yet, though. It is associated with the cold front. That cold front will start to move through the area through the mid-afternoon hours, right around 3 o'clock this afternoon. So as your kiddos are heading home from school, you might want to either find someone that can pick them up, or you might want to pick them up, or they are going to come home soaking wet if they do not have a raincoat or an umbrella. And again, an umbrella on a windy day like today isn't going to help much just because it's over your head, and if it doesn't flip inside out, you're going to get wet anyways because of how strong the winds are. So your best bet is to find something like a raincoat if you have one. If you don't, then grab that umbrella. Just prepare that you are going to get wet out there. Now, those showers will start to become a little bit more spotty across the area late tonight and then stay rather spotty going into the overnight hours and tomorrow. And that's what we're going to see until these showers fizzle out through tomorrow afternoon as this low pressure system exits the area. Rain totals, we're looking at anywhere from a ½ inch up to an inch possible, which is great to see as we are still on the dry side. 57 for the high today, so temperature-wise still on the mild side, but rather windy. Tonight dropping to a low of 49 degrees as those showers continue into tomorrow morning. Here's a look at your extended forecast. As we talked about, showers continuing tomorrow. Sunshine returning by Friday, sticking around through the weekend, but it will be cooler with upper 40s, low to mid 50s, 60s in the forecast returning next week. Stay tuned. We'll be back after the break.